We're like the Blues Brothers today, Phil.
Blue green algae.
Yeah.
A little sea foam.
Little sea foam action. We trying some sea foam today?
You look really good, Matt. It's really good to see you.
Just every episode, I'm looking better and better.
Every single
Yeah, I gotta say, your hair looks good. You were concerned about your hair in the last one.
Well,
that we watched, at least.
I felt like Christopher Walken.
Guys, I don't know.
I don't want to do it.
I don't want to. My hair.
Don't want my hair.
I don't
that was
want
awful.
my hair. I can't really do it.
It's really good.
I feel like that sounds like Count Chocula trying to do Christopher Walken.
Or is it Christopher Walken trying to do Count Chocula?
Hey, I'm the Count.
Yeah. One.
A one, two, a three.
Welcome to Whiskey Bits,
with Matt and Phil,
where we talk all things whiskey.
and all things comedy.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Should we start the episode over?
We haven't even started drinking at all. And that's
we
we're already,
haven't.
It's a goofy day. Thanks.
Sure is.
Yeah, I'm going lower and lower with the razor thing, shaver thing.
Soon it will just be nothing.
I'll have nothing. I'll just be a neck.
Yeah.
I won't even have a face. Be like those the mannequins that I talk about.
Oh yeah,
faceless,
that's right.
Headless mannequins.
Oh, the mannequins. The mannequins. That's
Love it.
Awesome.
Yeah, man.
You know, my sister-in-law she has a show. She has a show with her friend.
She does?
Yeah.
Wait, who's this?
It's mannequin modeling.
Seriously?
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
It's a modeling agency that is really just them dressing up like mannequins and then mannequining themselves. I'll drop a link right here. Check it out. It's really fun.
And then I'll remove that link because we're all creeped out. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
No,
Well,
no.
probably.
Is this a real thing?
I'm dead serious.
That's awesome.
Yeah. When would I make something like that up?
I wouldn't put it past you, but at the same, because I'm gullible.
Yeah,
But
that's true.
yeah, I'll believe
true.
anything.
Yeah. Like, for instance, I told you it'd be a great idea to shave your head.
You son of a biscuit.
Can we get into this one?
Yeah,
I'm kind of excited about this. This is
Well, you didn't make it.
I didn't make it. I did make it to the store.
You made it to the store.
Purchase it at some point.
I mean, that's a lot of dedication.
I'm excited about this Distiller Select from Woodford Reserve. Man, I should do that again.
Woodford Reserve Distiller Select. Okay.
Distiller Select from Woodward.
Gosh, what is wrong with you? Woodford.
I don't do well with Woodford
Right.
Reserve, but this is the Distiller Select from Woodford Reserve.
Got it.
Kentucky straight. Get this, malt whiskey.
I don't know what that means.
So instead of using a high concentration of corn, this is malted barley.
Malted barley. And
Malted
what does
barley.
malted mean? Do we know?
Yeah. So like when you take the malt, when you take the barley.
Yes, I know there's malt, but what is the malt? What makes the malt? You all right? Did you drink some before you came over?
I haven't stopped
Just
drinking
while
since
you
last
while you're
episode.
Man, that's it's rough. Malt.
Barley.
Barley.
So they take the barley, they soak it, it goes through the germination process. That is where it gets malted,
Okay.
and then you're able to distill it down.
So isn't everything malted then?
It's fermented.
It's a fermented.
It then gets fermented, and that's how they make malted barley. And so you throw that in there.
Okay.
And so this has a higher concentration of barley than corn.
Ooh.
Only 47% corn on this one, so it doesn't say bourbon anywhere.
It's not a bourbon.
But they do put this through the rest of the bourbon process. So
Sure.
it goes into a new charred oak barrel.
Doesn't matter, Phil. You're 4% off. It's not bourbon.
No, it's not bourbon. It's not bourbon. It's definitely a malt whiskey. So,
But we know. So you said there's 47% corn?
Corn.
Okay, so that's a good amount of corn. I mean,
yeah,
it smells very sweet.
it does.
It does smell very, very nice.
I'm not
Pancake
disappointed.
Pancake syrup.
Yeah, like a little maple.
A little bit of a maple syrup. Yeah, for sure.
I definitely get some of the grainy stuff in there. So it does smell like you know how like when you walk into a distillery or into a brewery, and it has that kind of yeasty barley type smell. I definitely catch some of that.
I don't know if I'm getting that as much. It just must be my
Are you using
Nostrils.
your dominant nostril? Open your mouth a little. A little more.
There's a joke for you. Teaching Matt how to use a snifter. Open your mouth.
Open it. Oh.
Dominant nostril.
Less. So this one is a little bit of a lower proof than what we've been trying lately. This is 90.4 proof.
Probably a good idea for us.
Well,
At least for right
you
now.
saw how the first part of this went.
Yeah, you have to,
Just wait.
Let me water that down for
Yeah,
you.
let's give this a taste, huh?
Let's give it a taste.
Not what I was expecting off the nose.
No, I mean it I'm getting more of what you were describing in the sip.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
It's real nice.
Now you have enjoyed Scotch.
I have. I all I know is it cost whoever the guy that gave it to me when I was running a comedy club out of a local like restaurant here. This guy, I don't know, it was like a $60 or $60 a pour, or it was like, I don't know, it was expensive. I didn't pay for it. And I remember being like, oh, I think that was actually my first Scotch I've ever had.
Yeah.
But I don't really remember like what a Scotch would taste like. Is this like a Scotch?
I mean, because anytime
can-
you get the barley in there, you're gonna. I mean, that's what makes a part of what makes it a Scotch.
So the barley with the corn could be why it tastes sweet to me.
Yeah.
Because barley tends to, I remember like when we kind of were first starting our whiskey journey, I was like, oh, if I were going to make one, what would I put in it? And I was like, well, for sure it'd be a bourbon. So it'd be 51% corn at least. And then barley was the other one I would put in because I looked it up.
Yeah.
And that gives a sweeter versus like a rye or whatever, which would be more the leather stuff. But yeah, I like this a lot. This might be, I would almost want to see like if you did have a bourbon with the rest of the mash build, can you do a bourbon malted
bourbon? Sure.
Well, like still do a
course.
malted barley, but with more corn.
Yeah.
It doesn't need it. I'm not saying this needs it. I think it's for most people it's plenty sweet.
I don't get as much sweet when I'm tasting it.
On the beginning, I almost got like a cherry blossom. Like the trees. Is that the right tree? Are there any? Is that a tree? Is that? Do you know
I don't know.
Do you know your foliage?
I am not a horticulturalist.
Oh,
Is
well,
that
you know,
someone that does
that's-
stuff with
I know
trees?
you're,
I feel
but
like
you're
that
married
does.
though, so that's fine. I mean,
Okay.
as long as Amy knows.
Something about trees.
Oh, horticulture. Okay, yeah, I thought I was confused. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
that didn't land.
I see.
It didn't land.
Normally I get those.
Yeah, but read it. Horticulturist, huh?
Did you just
I
rewind
did.
it?
Yeah, if you play
Yes.
that backwards, it actually is just a repeat of what we had already said.
Forward? Okay, got it. So this one
Cherry
to
blossom.
me, this one tastes to me a little bit like an old library book.
Hold on. When was the... I want to know when the first and last time was that you actually tasted an old library book. Philip.
Well, let's see. The last time was today.
I'm really not getting that, but I am glad that you are, because that's a whole nother realm of flavor.
Yeah, this seems like how this tastes like how fine Corinthian leather would smell.
Fine Corinthian leather. Man, why am I feeling that why am I getting such a sweet...
You just might be tuned into that barley and that malt. I'm not sure. Not sure. I am classically not a Scotch fan. In fact, if I never had Scotch again, it would be okay.
You'd be fine.
Yeah.
I can see where you're getting that, though, now that I'm hitting it again. It's that first hit that kind of has a little bit, I don't want to say stale, but it's kind of maybe a way to describe it. It's kind of a stale thing, but then to me, there's this undertone of sweetness. And I think too, like, this has been sitting in like a backpack or whatever, so it's not necessary. I mean, was it in the car for a little while?
No.
Oh, okay, so that's why I was like, I'm thinking because of the temperature. I'm wondering if sometimes a coolness to me says, "Oh, crisp, sweet" to my brain.
Interesting.
To try to like block that out.
Interesting. No. Nope. It's been
interesting. Yeah, no, not at all.
Nope,
Not even close.
In a backpack.
The dumbest thing you've said.
No,
by far.
was it? Oh, come on. You said way dumber.
Yeah, like
That part. Yeah, we could relive that again.
which we just did.
Somehow. We
Play
did.
it backwards. I'm not getting malt like Whoppers.
No, I'm not either. I'm getting more of a Scotch feel to this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, if this is what Scotch is, I'm like, oh, yeah, I wouldn't mind.
I think Scotch is worse than this. I don't think I could stomach another Scotch.
Yeah.
But this is good. This is.
You like? Yeah. What's your take on it?
I mean, it's probably not something I would reach for right away. But I could see a place for it.
Would this be something you'd use as a mixer? Like a whiskey and Coke?
I don't typically use Coke.
Pepsi?
No, I mean, I don't use soda typically.
You don't?
But
do you?
I would probably not mix this. I would want to see what happens as we get through the bottle.
Yeah.
Just to see.
Which we're gonna get through the whole thing tonight, right?
Yeah,
okay.
absolutely.
I don't got nothing.
It's gonna be a long night, or really short.
It's gonna be a long morning, is what it's gonna be.
That could be too.
We're still awake.
That could be too. No, there's no way I'd stay awake through this. Yeah, it's not terrible. I would say I wasn't expecting anything in particular. I was just excited to try a American malted whiskey rather than a Scotch.
Okay.
Just to see what the differences were, because there is more corn in this than there would be in a Scotch.
Okay.
There's not that peaty, like
whatever the heck that means,
earthy type of
right. No, there's definitely not
moss.
I'm not getting that.
No, I'm not getting
I put that in my
either.
garden. I don't put that in my drink.
Yeah. And so, but it kind of like an old book, like an old leather,
I can see
like
that.
lots of leather bound books.
I have many leather bound books. Anchorman reference. Will Ferrell please come on the podcast? The whole, hey, if that Hot Ones guy can get Paul Rudd to come on his podcast, like, come on, Paul.
Are we talking about other podcasts on our podcast?
Yeah, shout out. He went to Central High School,
Really?
right across the street from this.
I had no
location.
idea.
Yeah. How did he get all those people? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't even know who you're talking about.
Hot Ones.
I've not seen it.
It's another show.
Well, I'm gonna check it out,
You check it out.
and then we'll see if we can get him to come on our podcast.
Yeah. Oh, I think he would. I actually think he would.
Really?
Yeah. He's from Central. He's from here. He's from Crystal Lake.
Yeah. Okay.
I probably know him. I think he graduated the same year. We probably went to school at the same time.
Yeah.
Probably have some mutuals. Mutual friends.
Mutuals.
Got some mutuals. Mutuals.
So we're just gonna make up words now.
Yeah. So you wouldn't just grab this off the shelf, but not bad.
I wouldn't just grab it off the shelf, but
home.
I would like to. I'm glad I have it.
Yeah.
I'm glad I have it in the collection. Not much, between $30 and $40, like right in the middle there. Of $30 and $40.
Yeah, $35.
$36 for this one.
Yeah.
I've seen some other malted options out there. Bullet's making one.
Okay. Yep, seen that.
New Riff is making one. Jack Daniels has a twice barreled American malt whiskey.
Okay.
I've actually tried. I was surprised by how much I liked that one, and I'm curious if that one was if it was the twice barreled part, or if they have a different mix within their with their barley. I didn't want to drop $60 on the Bullet.
Yeah.
I like Bullet, but I didn't want to drop $60 on a bottle I wasn't sure about. So I want to check out American malt whiskey. So if you're looking for an American malt whiskey, give this one a shot.
Yeah, it's a good. I like it.
Yeah.
I'm a fan.
Yeah.
Thumbs up.
Good. I love it.
All right.
I love that.
You know what else I love?
No.
I love. Maybe you do this.
Okay.
So here's our joke topic. Here's just the topic of discussion for today.
Okay.
We're just gonna try to find the funny in it, because
All
I think there's something funny. You and we went out to brunch the other day.
Yep.
You're like, hey man, I'm hungry because we did several episodes of this, and you're like, I really want to go to IHOP. And then you thought about that all night.
Maple, like all I could feel.
Yeah.
It was like maple bacon.
Yeah. So you said, hey, let's go to brunch. I'm like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And potential of free food. Sure, I'm there. And fellowship, of course.
Well.
But we went and we were talking about, like, do you go out to eat by yourself?
Well, I was on my way to eat by myself.
Yourself. But
and
you
I reached
wanted
out
a person.
to you and I was like, hey, I'm going to go get to brunch. Like, do you want to go with?
Now, if you were like me, I would be like, maybe not to you, but to some other people, I might be like, hey, you want to go out to brunch? And then immediately regret sending that text and be like, crap, I just wanted to go by myself. Because I can go to food by myself. I can go to the movies by myself. I walk around. I mean, I'm by myself all day.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of people. I don't know that it's necessarily a guy or a girl thing. But I think there's probably a lot of people that can relate to this topic of going, like, I'm the guy, I'll go to a movie and sit in the movie theater by myself.
Yep.
Literally, sometimes completely empty by myself in the theater.
Yeah. And it's amazing.
It's wonderful.
I remember the first time I went to a movie by myself. And I thought, there's no way I'm going to like this, but nobody else is available. So whatever, we'll just see what happens. And I enjoyed it maybe too much. Maybe
like,
too
I
much.
like me.
Now I'm like, I don't want to go to movies with people. I just kind of want to go by myself. And I've definitely, like, work travel and other time, like, I've definitely eaten by myself. And it's always a little awkward.
Well, the funny thing is like, I have moods, right? Like, it's like that, no, like, oh, I have enough friends, but like, this is like, oh, I'm fine with myself.
Mm-hmm.
And then I go, and then sometimes I'm like, there's just little voice in me that's like, this was a mistake. Like, no, you idiot, you actually do like people and you do want to be around other people. And yeah, and then I'm sitting there and now all of a sudden I'm super depressed.
Because you're a lonely man sitting alone in a booth.
Well, it's more
with
at the
an elderly
movie theater.
woman behind the counter.
Yeah, she's so
in a
old.
small diner.
Oh yeah, I'll talk to Marge.
Yeah,
That's her name.
Yeah.
Usually.
or Betty
Or Marge usually is what it is. But at the
or
movie,
whoever's name tag they found.
they just pick it up.
Eleanor.
Yeah, Eleanor. She quit. They gave her the name tag.
Yeah.
But at the movies,
Eleanor, can I have some coffee?
Yeah.
She doesn't answer me. It turns out that's not her name.
That's not her name. It's
Ruth.
Betty White. Pretty sure Betty White worked at a diner at one point in her life.
There, no doubt about it.
For sure. And the Queen of England. Definitely.
Oh, you think?
They both seem like they would work at diners. Yeah. It's okay. I can joke about the Queen of England.
Because she's dead?
No.
Oh.
Because my grandma's from England.
That's right.
But my grandma's not living.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I meant the Queen of England.
They're all dead. Betty White, Queen of England,
gosh.
and my grandma. Glad we covered that. Just want to be alone. No, but when you go to the movie theater, if you can't you can't see a comedy. You can't see a comedy.
Are you sure?
I'm positive
I wanna hear the rest.
because what happens is I'm like, how did you see that? Oh, there's nobody there. You know, I'm like, wasn't that funny? There's nobody there. Or it's like another dude just like me, and he's like, and then they like try to connect with you, and you're like, no, I don't want to talk to you.
Yeah. To me, it's the process. It's first. I think a movie theater. It's dark. Nobody really notices that you're alone necessarily.
It's not as bad.
You can buy your tickets online now. You don't have to go up and see somebody and like, oh, how many tickets you need?
Just one.
Right, and it's always just one.
Just one.
Oh, just me.
Just one? Is your life that bad?
And yeah, exactly.
Are you that much of a loser that you don't have one other person that you can bring to this horrible movie that got 46% on Rotten Tomatoes? Mm-hmm. The worst, I think, is when you go to a movie. Mm-hmm. When you go to a movie and you've gone by yourself and the movie stinks. Oh, that'll ruin it.
Yeah.
If you go to a movie and it was amazing, it's nice. You have that, because I don't want to hear people talk anyways. Like,
right?
you know, or like, oh, what's gonna happen? I'm like, I don't know. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that was cool. Did you see that? Like, no, you were too busy talking to me.
No, my eyes were shut for that one moment.
Yeah, I blinked and missed it. So sorry. Have you ever gone to a movie by yourself that was so good that you tell everybody about it and then don't go with them when they go to see it?
Ooh, that's a good question. Because if it's that good, I would see it again. So probably not. I mean, I think the movies that superhero movies, if it's Superman, Batman, I'm there. If it's Lord of the Rings, I'm there. If it's...
You'll go multiple times.
I don't do that anymore. I used to.
Okay.
I would go see... I mean, I did like the Avengers marathon when the first Avengers movie came out. My buddy Dave and we went, and he paid for it, which was amazing. Man, I sound like a mooch on this show. I was totally willing to pay. But no, it was Iron Man, Iron Man 2, Hulk, Captain America, Thor, Avengers.
Yeah.
And it was freaking awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But it was all day. It was like 7 to midnight.
Yeah.
7 a.m.
Yeah.
And I waited outside. Because this was before you could like reserve seats or whatever. So yeah, if it's a movie like that, I would definitely go with somebody. But it depends on the threshold. Like if I've seen it 3 times or 2 times already, I probably won't.
You're not going back.
No.
Yeah, I think there's 2 pieces of this that are really funny to me. Is that you reach an age where it's just okay.
You're
just fine.
Is it because you gave up? Or is it just like, yeah, you just don't care?
You know, it doesn't really matter as much.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter as much. Now, do I want to go out to a really nice steak dinner by myself?
That's just
no
depressing.
That's a little bit depressing. But
yeah.
like grabbing breakfast or whatever.
Coffee shop.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm at the coffee shop
Not
all
a big deal.
the time by myself.
Getting lunch somewhere.
Yeah.
Sit down even. I've gone to Olive Garden by myself. No problem.
I love Olive Garden.
No problem.
You want more breadstick?
Just one?
You want my breadstick? Basket.
Yeah, just the whole...
Bring me the basket.
No, bring me all of
That's
the
actually
breadsticks.
Fazoli's. Remember Fazoli's?
Oh, yes. Fazoli's is so good. Better breadsticks, in my opinion, than Olive Garden.
For sure.
How did we get here again?
I don't know.
Movies.
Through Woodford Reserve.
I am like almost certain that I would prefer to go see almost any movie by myself. Except kids' movies. I won't go see kids' movies by myself.
No, that's
a little
weird.
creepy.
That's a little weird, yeah.
It's a little creepy.
As much as I would probably really enjoy that movie, I couldn't just go by myself.
Yeah, kids would be mad.
Our kids would be pissed.
Exactly. And then parents would be looking at you like, what is this weirdo doing
Everyone's
here?
mad, yeah. And you're like, I'm sorry, I just don't have any friends.
So like maybe the funny is like things that you would like to do alone but can't.
Things that, yeah.
Like I would really like to go and just like sit on a swing.
I would love to go to a park and sit on a swing. Can't do that.
Nope.
I would love to go spend some time with the elderly and just walk around random nursing homes and talk to people.
Okay.
A little weird though, unless you do it through the proper channels. Like if we were just to do things.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. Alone or not alone.
Alone or not alone, but especially alone.
Oh, yeah.
Like it could be something that you could actually even do alone, but you have to go through the proper channels. But if we were just to do that thing, like if I were just to randomly walk in to the assisted living place, just start making friends with all those people, it would not end well probably for me. Or I would end up working there.
I was going to say...
Or living with one of
them. I think
them.
this is a bad example because I think they're starving for people to come and visit with them,
it's
right?
Also like, this guy is terrorizing the old people. Can we...
who are you
Is he trying to steal them or what's happening?
Who are you here for?
Yeah, who are you here for? No one.
Who are you visiting? I don't know anybody here.
Nobody.
Just wanted to come and say hi.
So you're just hanging out with old people. Yeah.
We're going to go ahead and...
I have to ask you to leave.
Go ahead and... Go hang out over here.
Go ahead and maybe go home.
Can I talk to you over here for a minute? Can I just
want to step over here for a second?
Chat for.
Are you looking for a job or something, or what else would be a weird place to?
Weird places to go alone.
I mean, obviously anything.
Anything
school,
with
whatever.
kids and like anything that is way out of the norm. Like how do we feel about theme parks alone?
That's a good question. Just a guy hanging out in a roller coaster by himself.
Just hey,
whee!
Yeah.
Anybody? No. Can I go again?
Going back to like, so the thing about
It's the dragon roller coaster for the kids, you know? Like, this is all I can do. I get sick.
That's even
I get
better.
sick. Sir, we have about 20 other kids that are waiting. No. I paid good money for this. I specifically paid double so I could ride the
This
bearded
car
dragon
by myself,
roller coaster.
alone. Here's what I like. Here's why I like going to places. Sometimes why I like going to places alone. It has to do with like not wanting more friends, but being able to like interact with new people.
That's true.
That you're probably never gonna see.
Yeah,
again.
you could be an idiot and then just who cares?
Right. And then they've got like a cool story.
Yeah,
You've
they're
got
like,
a
hey,
cool
we met
story.
this mentally deranged person and he was riding some bearded dragon roller coaster
Yes.
by himself and
Yeah.
kept pushing kids out of the way to get to the front of the line.
And we'll never have to see him again. But it was a blast.
Oh my gosh.
So concerts.
Yeah, I feel like things with big crowds, like, yeah, you could easily get lost in that. Mm-hmm. You know, so it's not necessarily that it's going to be weird because nobody would really know. It's more the places where you're completely isolated, you know, like the beach. Going to the beach by yourself as a dude.
As anybody. I don't know. I don't like going to the beach
I just
with
people.
people. I don't like going alone. I don't like going to the beach.
I feel like
I am not a fan of sand.
I don't like sand. It gets everywhere. Star Wars quote. Anakin. Yeah, I don't know, man. Planes, not a problem.
Yeah, definitely not a problem.
No, plane's not a problem.
It's hard to communicate on a plane anyway. I don't mind being on a plane by myself or without any people that I know.
I think the weirder ones are like the places that are unexpected, you know?
To be alone unexpectedly.
Yeah. Or just going somewhere when you don't belong there.
Yeah.
I think
those are the
theme
two.
park is the funniest thing to me.
Theme parks
Out of that. Like what is so maybe to wrap it up, maybe we could explore I like to do things alone, but the things I like to do are kind of frowned upon for me to do alone. Like going to Santa's Village by myself.
Petting zoos.
Sir, please save some of the feed corn for the rest of the patrons.
Sir, you cannot ride the goat.
Get off the goat. Okay, put the goat down. Put it down.
I love it.
No, it is not a reindeer. Those reindeer don't fly, sir, okay? You are not Santa Claus.
Sir, the front seat of this fire truck ride is for the children.
It's for the toddlers.
You sit in the back.
Yeah.
No, you don't get to use the hose.
No, you can't use the hose. No, you can't honk the horn.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
I love
There's a lot of them. There's a lot of them.
Yeah. Children's museums.
Yes.
Yeah.
You don't want to go there
Hanging
alone.
out. I'm just, I'm going to go check out the miniature doll houses.
How about going to one of those like dog parks?
Yeah, just
No
with
dog.
no dog. I love dogs, so I like to hang out at the dog parks.
Yeah.
Thing is I don't have a dog. So I'm just standing around in a field of poop. Mm-hmm. Just looking around.
Yeah. Just waiting
Like a
for
weirdo.
dogs to come up to
Just
me.
waiting for dogs to either come up and sniff or bite me so I can sue.
Right.
Make a little cash. Oh my gosh.
I like that.
Good times. I like that. We got something.
This is that. We'll get something going.
I was worried there for a second.
I was not worried ever.
Oh.
Never worried.
All right. I'm mostly focused. Well, thanks, Phil. Thanks for sharing this. Thanks for sharing the laughs.
Yeah, absolutely.
All these
man.
people.
It's all 5 of them.
That
Thank
guy right there. Ow.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for listening.
If you know of any good dog parks, let me know in the
Or
comments.
if there's a carnival coming into town,
We'll scoot Matt along and
get him out the door.
get him out the door forever. All right.
Awesome, Matt.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Phil. Up.
Appreciate you, Matt.
Appreciate
you.
Chew. Appreciate you.
Matt, you. All right, bye.
Good.
Next time on Whiskey Bits. I mean, what do you wear to?
I should have worn. I wore jeans, which was a major mistake.
That seems like a horrible idea.
I don't know what I'm doing. Years
Did
ago,
you ask them, or did they stop?
I don't
at
know. It
just
wouldn't have mattered.
They probably told you, but once
Probably.
they said, "Hey, pick out your favorite movie," you went through your catalog.
Yeah,
of
I was like,
movies
"Ooh, Star Wars."
While they were
Lord
telling you
Rings.
the rest of the instructions, like, bring a movie, wear sweatpants, don't ask any questions. They probably warned you about all of this stuff, and instead
Probably.
you heard you could bring a movie. Gosh, what movie would I
what
like
movie
to bring?
am I gonna do?
I could do Tommy Boy. I could
No,
probably
it would be
bring
more like
in-
what
it's gotta
marathon? It's gonna be a long time.
It's going to be a very long time. Let me,
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings.
Lord
I'm
of
going
the
to start
Rings.
with Lord of the
Yeah.
Rings. Hey, thanks for sticking around. That's it for this episode of Whiskey Bits. But if you enjoyed yourself, please like, share, and subscribe on your favorite platform.